then 16, then 8, then the final 4. From that final 4, we will get our champion. Here soon enough, we'll start asking you guys to make donations, whether it be a Venmo or in person. It is a winner-take-all competition. Cash is king. I think we're aiming for $2,500. Any amount above and beyond will be donated to the program. So this is your chance.
Before we start this round?
We are determining starting positions and starting time right now. And very soon we're going to get started with a very special guest singing the national anthem for us. In typical ski jumping competitions, there are judges that judge your style points. Those are determined by your takeoff, your flight, and your landing. Today, it can be ugly as possible as long as you land clean. They're going for gusto. If we can please have all of our volunteers taking their positions. This can't happen without the village that we depend so heavily on. Also, please support the food trucks and vendors on the outside perimeter. We want to thank those who provided the shade tents today. Steamboat Orthopedics, Honey Stinger, Smart Roll, UC Health, just to name a few, the Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club, of course. And again, all of the volunteers it takes to make this happen. Not to mention the staff, starting with the outgoing director, Sarah Floyd, the incoming director, Brian Krill. We've got John Nolting right here with me today, Dave Stewart, Blair Seymour, Todd Wilson, Carl Denny, Garrett Fisk, Gunnar Gilbertson, Tess Arnone, all the coaches, the U10 coaching staff, Brett, Kristen. All right, we got starter up top, Michelle Lene and Chad Bowdry. They're going to get things organized. We've got Elisa Maines up there snapping photos. I see her climbing up there.
Hey. Joe, you want to we need markers. We've got one going up the hill is all.
Can we please get our volunteer markers to take their place? Hey folks, it is the absolute best seat in the house. You don't have to know anything about the sport. You just need to know how to walk up and down stairs. The middle of their feet in their boot. Hey Brooksy, the middle or the toe?
The middle, Joey, the middle.
The middle of their foot is where it gets marked. We're just looking for a distance. If you are a volunteer that has signed up, please take your place. Can't get started without you. If you are a volunteer that has not yet signed up and would like the best seat in the house, please go right ahead. As soon as we have everybody in place, we're going to sing the national anthem. And when I say we, I mean Joe.
We got a handful more getting up to the top. Do you want to roll with the anthem?
All right, we're getting a signal here. We're about ready to go.
The anthem. We're getting going.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have Josephine Pello. She's from Kansas City. She is a counselor at the Perry Mansfield Performing Arts Camp right here at Steamboat Springs. She's been performing for the better part of her entire life, since 5 years old, and she travels the world entertaining. And today we are very, very lucky to have Josephine Pello here today to sing our national anthem. If we can please get everyone to rise, to face the American flag, remove any headgear and headwear. I am handing the mic over to Josephine.
Can see
Nice work. Thank you, Josephine. All right, it's just a matter of minutes. The premier event to follow the parade right here. 18th annual 4th of July Jumpin' and Jammin' Ski Jumping Extravaganza. Today's title sponsor, Yampa Valley Bank. Genuine hometown banking. Couldn't do it without you. All right, we still need those markers here, folks. Looks like we've got one. That's a start. Please don't be bashful.
Yeah, early ones will do it. All right, we're cutting the water.
Well, hey, Joey, are we ready for some ski jumping or what here?
We are ready. K-Sank is right over there. He might know.
Sounds like we've got a 4-jumper getting ready to go up there on the bar. We've got a couple jumpers before this competition starts that make sure that everybody's all ready. That includes you, crowd.
We're very dependent on you guys. This is a big deal for these jumpers. We want to hear you. We want to hear the encouragement. For some of you, this might be the only time you've ever seen an event like this. Let's go ahead and give these athletes their due. Hopefully you were there enjoying the races this morning. We had 2 1K foot races and a roller ski race that proved once again to be an incredible, incredible competitive atmosphere.
All right, we've got that 4-jumper on the bar, Joey. Our first test of this 75-meter jump here at Howelsen Hill. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
Who's the 4-jumper today? Is that Liam DeMong?
No, Liam's competing in this bad
That's
boy.
right.
33 meters on that jump, Joey.
Of course Liam's competing.
So again, our 4-jumpers, aspiring future competitors.
Who's the
that
4-jumper?
Are just getting their start on the 75-meter jump. We've got 41 competitors today.
Just like yesterday, maybe the busiest guy on the hill today, that's Donovan Tolley, Park City Ski and Snowboard.
Donovan had a nice running race there on Lincoln Avenue
Sure
this
did.
morning. Very impressive.
All right, remember, folks, we've got 41 competitors. We'll slice that down to 32, 16, 8, and 4, and from the 4, we will determine this year's champion.
All right, lots being checked out here. We've got wind conditions, which today might be variable. Wind can really affect the jumpers, so our officials will be monitoring that to try to keep the event fair and safe. So these 4 jumpers helping us make sure the track is clear, the judges are ready, the distance markers are ready, and that everything is working well for our competition. A lot on the line here today, Joey.
That was 36 meters, John, 36 meters.
On the counter. So again, the format today with this elimination format, it's really an exciting format. We've got 41 competitors. They'll be competing. We'll cut 9 after this first round. That'll take us to 32. The farthest jump counts. Then we cut it in half from there on until we get the final 4. The final 4 will be going for all the money. And as Joey mentioned earlier, this is a crowd participation part to generate the money. We'll have some kids going around shortly. If you are enjoying this competition, we'll ask for you to put some money in that'll go to that prize purse. Tread of Pioneers Museum has already sweetened the pot with $500. To get things started today.
All right, we already have a couple scratches here, John. So Max Larson and Langdon Devon choosing not to compete. The first competitor today will be Miles Warnke, Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club. He's in the dark horse category. Had a great day yesterday. He'll be wearing bib number 3.
So here's our first official competitor, ladies and gentlemen.
That's Miles Warnke.
Miles, one of our younger competitors. I think this is his first 4th of July jump.
That's a 35-meter jump for Miles. 35.
Okay.
Well done, Miles.
To start of a sequence here, when they slide out, number so-and-so is on the bar and ready.
Next up, we've got Everett Baldwin, bib number 4, also 13 years old, from the Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club, also in the dark horse category. Everett having an excellent competition yesterday, putting himself in a good position. There's Everett. Look at that flight. Beautiful telemark landing. Everett doesn't care about the style. He's going to do it all the time.
Hey, I tell you what, even though style doesn't matter today, Joey, we're going to call out style. That was really good style.
That was beautiful telemark landing.
And I hope the crowd enjoys the good style as well. So this dark horse category, Joey, we've got about 25 competitors in the dark horse category. These are the young ones. They're starting on the highest bar that we'll be using today, so they have the most speed. These are also generally the less experienced and younger jumpers in the competition. We do that to try to level the playing field so these kids can compete with the big guns. We've got a couple regular World Cup competitors in this field, a couple athletes that have competed in the World Championships, and all these competitors are going mano a mano in today's competition.
And just to be clear, John, thanks for pointing that out. You'll see this dark horse category, they're starting from a much higher gate position, therefore acquiring more speed down the hill. What a jump right there from Jai Gregory.
Number 5, 57.5 meters, 57.5.
And how about Everett?
It had 42 meters, Joey.
Joey, have you got some distance updates for us?
We do. 35 meters for Miles Warnke, followed by 42 meters. Everett Baldwin and Jai Gregory just busted one out from 57.5 meters. He's from the Ford Sayre Ski Club. Next up, we've got Roscoe Maxwell, bib number 6, Park City Ski and Sport. Jai's 16 years old, Roscoe 13. So right now we're getting through a little bit of the youngers. We've got a few 12-year-old athletes coming up here soon. And then we'll start getting into the big guns.
All right, we've got our next competitor on the in run.
Nicely done. And you're right, John. These guys are going to throw down their style regardless. It's how they've been coached.
35 meters, 35.2.
35 meters for Roscoe Maxwell.
Yeah, exactly. You can't just abandon that technique and that
No.
style. There's a reason that you use that. It's helpful. But if you get a little bit off because you really hucked yourself and the conditions are a little squirrely out there, as long as you put it down on your feet, you're going to be just fine in this competition. It's all about the meters, all about the distance.
All right, here we go. Seth Rothschild, Park City Ski and Snowboard. Bib number 7 in flight. Gets himself way down the hill, rolling up the windows a little bit.
Hey, that's not rolling up the windows. That's, hey, let's make some noise, crowd.
Hey, check out the Hawaiian shirt.
Nicely done, Mr. Rothschild.
56.5 meters.
So does the Hawaiian shirt help flight, is the question.
Apparently it did. That was one of his longest jumps I've seen out of Seth. Got the approval. Yeah? Last year is better, he said. Technical delegation approving the Hawaiian shirt, I believe, for the qualifying round. Caden Graham up next, up-and-comer here. I should say dark horse, but up-and-coming here in the club. Bib number 8, 13 years old, Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club. Slides out on the bar, and here comes Caden.
Great watching these local kids jump in front of a big crowd. Caden, with a nice jump.
Throws his hands out to the side like that, folks. That's called flare.
Didn't quite catch that flight like he was hoping. It was good technique, good solid balance in the air, but didn't quite lengthen it out like he'd hoped.
Number 8, 46.5 meters,
46.5 meters for Caden Graham. Next two competitors, Charlotte Fleming and Mackenzie Maines. First year U14, 12 years old, dark horse category. And no surprise that these girls are going back to back. They are attached at the hip. We call them Big Mac and Special Sauce. Today, Special Sauce is jumping first. John?
Yeah, Special Sauce was reeling in Big Mac on the race there on Lincoln Avenue this afternoon. Ran a really nice race, but Big Mac took the win in the Nordic combined.
I'll tell you, Big Mac's hard to keep up with, that's for sure. That's Charlotte Fleming. Nice floaty jump. Telemark landing with flair.
Our first female competitor, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give her a nice Steamboat 4th of July round of applause. Nice job, Charlotte.
One more time, please. 2 meters for Charlotte Fleming. Here comes Big Mac, Mackenzie Maines, sporting bib number 10. She'll be followed by Fritz Gamber, both of them 12 years old in the dark horse category. Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club.
Joey, were you jumping on a 75-meter jump hill at 12 years old?
No, sir. Not even one in my backyard like these kids.
That's almost a football field if they hit the hill size mark down there, and we'll talk about that in a minute.
Mackenzie Maines.
number 10,
46 meters for Mackenzie Maines.
What number was that for water?
Next up, Fritz Gamber, bib number 11. 12 years old, Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club, dark horse category. Watch this kid fly. Watch his style. 12 years old, John.
There's some family lines here. I think we've had a Gamber take home the title in this 4th of July event before.
Bennett Gamber.
Mr. Bennett Gamber. Hopefully out in the crowd today.
Somewhere. If not, he's watching on the live stream, right?
He better be. He better be. That kid could fly, and Fritz, he's getting there. That's for sure.
Fritz sporting the orange helmet. You're going to watch a big, wide V technique. Nice telemark landing. Again, the dark horse category starting way up there towards the attic. More than likely bar number 13. There's Fritz in flight. Big, wide V way down the hill.
That's
nice
a really nice looking jump there, Fritz.
Beautiful, Fritz.
55.5 meters, 55.5.
All right. 55.5 meters for Fritz Gamber. Sporting bib number 12, 14 years old, Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club. Technically 13. I know him well. Says 14 on the sheet. Jackson Shoot. This kid can huck. Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club. Looking to find his rhythm for this summer jumping season. Saw Dad Ben out there in the crowd. Here comes Shoot. ID. Way down the hill.
You
nice
saw that
job.
boost up there.
Wind really working the advantage today, I think, John. That uphill, if you will.
Yeah, so the jumpers like an uphill wind. That helps them stay in the air longer. Float, if you will. Bring them down soft. So
53 meters for Jackson Shoot. 5'3". Haley Braybeck, the first of the two Braybeck sisters today. Bib number 13, she's 16 years old. Dark horse category, Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club.
Haley's one to watch. We'll see her sister a little bit later, older sister on the national team.
There's Haley Braybeck. Bib number 13.
Talented athlete Haley is.
46 meters for Haley, 4.6. Again, folks, starting with around 40 jumpers in this class. We'll tailor it down. They'll tailor themselves, actually. Tailor it down to 32 jumpers. From 32, we go 16. 16, we go 8. From 8 down to 4, and that's where we'll find our champion. Right here, we have a bunch of U10 and U12 ski jumpers. Right here, running in the flats. Tess Arnone, not only is she a competitor, nice jump from Tess. She is one of the coaches for the U12 program. Here are 3 of her U12 athletes right here.
14, 16.
All right, I'm going to make a pretty safe bet here. Tess is into the next round.
I'm going to say so because we have the first jump in the 60s at 60 meters for Tess Arnone. Hey, next competitor, you might recognize the last name here, bib number 15, Liam DeMong, 12 years old, Park City ski and snowboard. His dad, Billy, has done a lot to set the example here for all these young athletes. A gold medalist for the USA team, 2010 Olympics, Nordic combined. That's when it all really started for the U.S. national team. Here's Liam DeMong, making a name for himself. You can tell that he might not have been so happy with that one. Ski jumpers are never happy, John.
It's tough, Joey. In a normal competition, these guys have got a trial jump. That's their practice. Then they go into their 2 rounds that count, and you can put in that good jump. In this competition, if you don't nail it the first time, there is no second chance. It's a really difficult situation to be.
You're exactly right, John. Normally, we call it a trial plus 2. This is, in fact, the trial. We're going to have at least 4 rounds of competition. Hey, Liam, we need you to get up here, bud. We got a competition going.
Our next jumper already on the way. And that was a big one right there.
Isaac Larson from Ishpeming, dark horse category, bib number 16.
Number 16, 67.5 meters, 67.5.
Long jump of the day so far, 67.5 meters. Safe to say, more than likely, he will move on.
Could it be the year that a Yooper finds himself in our final round?
Let's see. Bib number 17, Ethan Maines. If it's a sport on skis, this kid can do it. He is in the dark horse category. We used to call him the Flying Hawaiian, but we've now pushed that to the Flying Tico. Did a bunch of surfing in Costa Rica a few weeks ago. Now he's flying on the ski jumps here in Steamboat. Ethan Maines, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, you can tell we're moving up. These guys flying further. That was a great jump from Ethan Maines.
14 years old, Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club, 58.5 meters for Ethan. That'll probably be pretty close.
Yep, I think that's pretty safe money, Joe.
Yep.
My money's on we're seeing Ethan in the round of 32.
Augie Repke, Park City Ski and Snowboard, bib number 18, 15 years old, slides out on the bar. We won't know the cutoff point yet, John, but you're right. More than likely 50 and above for sure.
We need to remind the crowd everything out of our mouth is unofficial.
Especially mine, John, as we were told this morning. Augie Repke looking good.
Steamboat's looking good on the Park City jumper there, Augie. Nice looking jump.
Bib 18, 60 meters, 60.
All right, that's an even 60 meters for Augie Repke. Emma Russell, incredible young lady right here, bib number 19, 15 years old. She is in the Civil Air Patrol. She is also in the Stanford University online program. Oh, and also, John, she's a ski jumper too.
Ski jumper and Civil Air Patrol, those just seem to go together.
All right.
Yes.
Emma Russell in the track. Over the knoll. Down the hill for Emma Russell.
She was reaching out to us. You could tell she was just reaching, really digging for that distance in the air.
51 meters for Emma, 51. One thing these ski jumpers can't control is if and when and how that burst of wind is going to hit them. All they can do is take off and fly. The rest is up to Mother Nature. Next up, Nico Bowdry, 13 years old, bib number 20. Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club. Now this kid can fly. Pound for pound, one of the strongest ski jumpers in town. Through the curve, over the knoll, down the hill towards that K point. Excuse me, the P point.
Yeah, good solid jump from Nico. He shakes his head a bit, but I'm pretty sure that's going to safely put him into the next round, which is all that matters at this
60
point.
meters, John. 60 meters. We're told here that we're going to get a little water. These are plastic jumps, folks. Without it being watered down, it gets a little sticky. Obviously, safety first. Bib number 21, Nathan Randall, benefit from a nice, fresh, watered outrun. Nathan is a 14-year-old athlete, Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club. Been competing since he was about 6 years old. Many of these athletes, multi-sport athletes. Nathan's heart lies with soccer. Gonna take a little break here. Why don't we thank our gold support sponsors here, John? The City of Steamboat Springs. Go ahead.
Well, City of Steamboat Springs are our host today here at Howelsen Hill, but let's kick it off with Yampa Valley Bank, our title sponsor for this event. Genuine hometown banking. These folks here at Yampa Valley Bank have been supporting the Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club forever, and you will see them prominently supporting this 4th of July event and the world-famous Steamboat Springs Winter Carnival.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, Yampa Valley Bank. Thank you. Also, the City of Steamboat Springs, Deer Park Road, Native Excavating, Smart Wool, Steamboat Radio, Steamboat Ski and Resort Corporation, Steamboat Orthopedic and Spine Institute, Steamboat Sotheby's International Realty, Twin Enviro Services, UC Health, and Colorado Event Rentals. They are our gold annual support partners. This is a gold annual support partner event, and our title sponsor, once again, PJ Wharton and the crew over at Yampa Valley Bank. Waiting for the next water cycle right here. Bib number 21, Nathan Rind, will slide out onto the bar next. After that, it'll be Ian Carmack, Rachel Heriter, Kai McKinnon, Ella Wilson, and Estella Hasrick here pretty soon. We're going to start getting into the national team and junior national team ski team members. John, we have a really nice crowd forming behind us.
Yeah, great to see everybody coming over here to watch ski jumping on July 4th. We're in a little break right now in the middle of the field. We water that outrun so that the plastic responds as similar as possible to snow. When that plastic gets dry, it's sticky and it can get dangerous for the athletes. So we keep it wet, that keeps it slidey, just like snow. Up on the in-run up there, that white surface up there, that's our porcelain in-run track. 2 grooves where the jumper's skis fit in. There's little nubs in that porcelain. We run water down those 2 tracks. And so that porcelain track is very similar to snow. And then the plastic for the landing hill, just like snow, so we can ski jump year-round here in Steamboat Springs.
And the HS8 right here, Looker's Right, folks. We put that in last summer thanks to the City Winter Sports Club, all the volunteers, Program Director Todd Wilson. We now can train the youngest of competitors in the summer as well on the HS8. Hey, folks, if you've never seen ski jumping up close and personal, please feel free. Take a walk up the steps. Be careful and mindful of the markers. Go ahead and get the best seat in the house. in between rounds at some point, I gather, we will be pulling the sprinklers out for a little sprinkler fest. Rumor has it there may or may not be some icy pops. And folks, we're going to be up against it here with the weather today. Looks like we have a little bit of wind, possibility of rain moving through, so we're going to try to get this competition in and taken care of as soon as we can.
Service, all phones are down. If this the weather situation, if
They'll take care of it.
Yeah, no, I understand. What are we going to tell all these people?
There's
No lightning in the area right now, so I'm monitoring.
All right, the sprinklers are now getting shut down. Athletes waiting anxiously for their turn. As soon as the next competitor is given the signal, he will slide out on the bar. That's bib number 21. 14-year-old Nathan Rind out of the Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club. That's program director right there, Todd Wilson with the hose, hosing down the landing area. For Nathan, it'll be either a really, really good thing, he had a little bit of extra time to think about it, or not. Knowing Nathan pretty well, he'll be nice and focused, anxious to slide out on that bar. There he is, wearing the red suit. Sporting bib number 21 today, folks. 14 years old, out of the Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club, Nathan Rind. Here he comes through the curve, over the nail and in flight. For Nathan Rind.
Man, it looks like he's been doing this for years. And he has been as a four jumper, but still relatively new to the competition. That doesn't even need to sweat even a little bit for the next round.
He's going to like this one, folks. 66 meters for Nathan. Next up, Ian Carmack, bib number 22, 15 years old, Park City Ski and Snowboard. If you've ever seen this kid on skate skis or roller skis, don't blink. You will miss him. One of the fastest skiers on the circuit at 15 years old. Only ski jumping for a few years now.
I think it's in my office. I got a clipboard.
Ian Carmack in flight.
I think it might be up.
Nice looking jump right around that key point.
Computer little thing there. A clipboard with some, it's got some legal sheets and stuff.
61 meters for Ian Carmack, 61.
We'll be seeing more of Mr. Carmack here.
We sure will. Only a couple jumpers left here in the dark horse category. Rachel Harrider up next, junior national team, bib number 23, followed by Kai McKinnon and Ella Wilson. They'll close out the dark horse category, John, today.
All right, 3 strong women here to close out this dark horse category. 2 junior national team members and a local girl.
Rachel Harrider, originally from Park City. Kai McKinnon, Lake Placid, New York. That's Rachel in flight.
Exactly what you need to do. Again, remember, these jumpers have not had any practice today. This is their first jump out of the gate. She just put down a solid jump, which is all you need in the first round to set her up for the rest of the day.
I mean, really just far enough, right, John? You not really want to waste your best jump of the day right now. 63 meters for Rachel Harrider. All right, out of Lake Placid, coast to coast, traveling all the way to Steamboat Springs for the competition. Kai McKinnon, bib number 24, sliding out on the bar. Here's Kai, in flight.
Yeah!
Woo-hoo!
Now we're talking! second, ladies and gentlemen, Kai McKinnon. Air McKinnon, right there, ladies and gentlemen.
Tying the long jump of the day so far, 67.5 meters. Kai McKinnon, folks. All right, Ella Wilson, bib number 25. Tremendous local product here. Nordic combined skier, the last competitor in the dark horse category today, John. Bib number 25, Ella Wilson on bar.
Ella's one to watch. She's sneaky good. She knows this hill better than anybody.
It's a little bit about the sport. You see the traffic lights up there, just like when you're on the street. Green means go, yellow means hold, red means wait. As soon as she gets that green light, it means go. That blue line is the P point. The red line, the K point! Ella Wilson! Dark horse no more, John.
Yep, you know, she just nailed that jump. The wind is being friendly right now, and that was massive, Ella.
25, 71 meters, 71.0.
All right, fasten your seatbelts, folks. Long jump of the day so far, 71.
So Joey was just starting to talk about the K point. That's the K point is that red line across there. That's at about 67.5 meters. You saw Ella fly right over that. At that point, beyond that red line there, the hill starts coming back at the athletes. So when the athletes go that far into the red box or even beyond the red box, the hill starts to flatten. And when you're flying that far, that long, that fast, you can feel it.
Estella Hasrick, folks, bib number 26. She skis out of the Blackhawk Ski Club as well as Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club.
It's been great to see Estella here in Steamboat training.
Throws a mean football too, John.
I tell you.
61 meters for Estella Hasrick, 61 meters. Hey, Jahala Gregory, your brother was nice enough to bring your skis up top. Your skis are waiting for you. Jai went ahead and brought them up, so if you're looking for them, you won't find them till you get there. Jahala Gregory, your skis are up top.
Stella shaking her head a little bit after that jump, but I tell you what, she's just fine in that first round, safely on through to the next round.
Again, you just got to jump good enough.
Dylan Amy on bar.
Dylan Amy, all the way from Alaska, folks, in the young gun category. 16 years old, bib number 27. Talk about ski racing. This kid can motor on those skate skis. Look at him fly, John. All the way down to that K point.
Great jump from the Alaskan ski jumper.
A 68-meter jump for Dylan Amy. For those of you just getting here, we have right around 40 jumpers in the first round here. We're going to pare that down to 32, from 32 to 16, 16 to 8, 8 to 4, and the champion will be determined in that final four, taking all of the money, cash and carry. About $2,500 to the winner. I don't know the format. Rumor has it there might be the top male and top female performer today. Not quite sure yet. I believe there's a Venmo account out there. As soon as we get some information, we'll share it with you.
Do you know if kids are collecting yet?
Logan Cadman, ladies and gentlemen. Bib number 28, 14 years old. One heck of a goalkeeper. Park City Ski and Snowboard.
All right, little fist pump there. He was very pleased with that jump, as
Can we
he
get
should
that distance
be.
again? Trying to do something.
It's always good for the confidence to put down a good jump in the first round.
69 meters for Logan
That would
Cadman.
classify as a good jump, Joey.
What's up?
Can you make an announcement to donate? Please?
Ski boot.
Yeah, in the ski boot to the girls, because we're trying to beat the boys.
We've got some beautiful young ladies here, U12 ski jumpers and Nordic combined athletes right here. They are going around with a jumping boot. Please donate. Don't be afraid. This is your chance.
So again, Joey, the donation is to support these athletes through prize money. This is an expensive sport to pursue in the U.S., the top-level competitions in Europe, and we want to see Americans competing at that top level as we watch our next jumper.
We sure do. That's Ruth Repke, 29 years old. Excuse me, bib number 29, 17 years old, also from Park City Ski and Snowboard.
Bib number 29, 59.5, 59.5.
59.5 meters for Ruth Repke. Here come the last few young guns. Alexa Braybeck, Annika Malasinski, Josie Johnson. A little weird calling those three young guns, John.
Yep, national team member right here, Nordic combined. Alexa Braybeck, local girl, who just graduated from high school, summa cum laude. And I think she probably went to school maybe 20 days this winter. She was busy in Europe competing the whole winter. An amazing student, amazing athlete, super impressive.
Finished off her senior year playing for the high school soccer team as well. Starting defender, off to Utah next year.
Hey, Chad, it's the start.
Alexa Braybeck in flight, bib number 30, way down that hill.
Please just
Good
get it.
solid jump for Lex to kick things off here.
Copy that. I will do that in the future. I have had lots.
Bib 30, 63 meters, 63.0.
That's a 63-meter jump for Alexa Braybeck, USA national team member, Nordic combined athlete, followed by her teammate, Annika Malasinski. The two of these ladies, along with Tess Arnone, paving the way in the international sport for these women. Annika Malasinski, bib number 31. Coming through the track, through the curve, over the knoll, and in flight. Gets herself way down the hill. She's going to make it close.
31, 50.
Again, I was feeling the wind there. The wind is a little bit erratic, which can affect these jumpers.
Absolutely. That's the part they can't control, John. 59 meters for Annika Malasinski. 59. Next up, Jumpin' Josie Johnson. 16 years old. USA national team member on the special jumping, ski jumping team. Had a great day yesterday. Watch her fly.
Josie's on my watch list for the winner of today's competition.
Absolutely.
Just getting warmed up there. The Park City jumper. Again, doing what she needed to do this first round.
62 meters, John. 62, more than likely putting her back into the round of 32. Again, this is not a head-to-head competition. Every man and woman for themselves. However, the handicap in today's event in the different categories, the dark horse starts at the highest bar, then the young guns come down a couple bars, the up-and-comers, and then the top dogs to try to make the level playing field here. Eric Lynch competed on the Continental Cup this year in Nordic combined.
So we
Hails from
just,
Steamboat Springs.
yeah, we just moved down a bar, so these athletes have to fight a little bit more for the air, a little lower speed when they hit the takeoff. Again, to even the field. Eric Lynch, a veteran in the field today at 29 years old.
61 meters for Eric Lynch today, 61. He is the first competitor in the up-and-comers category. He'll be followed by Skylar Amy and Thomas Miller. It's Miller time, making his comeback to the sport this weekend, just to have a little fun, John.
You know, Eric in the up-and-comers class rightfully can have that title because it's so great to see.
Absolutely.
He was into the sport, got taken out of the sport for some time for health reasons, and has worked his way back into it. It's so great to see him out here at the Jumpin' and Jammin' competition here on the 4th.
Lot of respect for Eric Lynch, folks. Skylar Amy, bib number 34.
Skylar skied his heart out on those roller skis this morning on Lincoln Avenue.
And he can fly too, John. Rolling up the windows a little bit, gets himself well into that P point.
Again, you just play it safe. You just got to put your feet down, clean landing. That's really all that matters. Get yourself to the next round for these big dogs.
63.5 meters for Skylar Amy, 18 years old, out of Team AK all the way from Alaska, folks. Next up, just because he had nothing better to do this weekend, bib number 35, Thomas Miller.
Talk about comebacks.
Retired from the sport last summer, squeezing in a little competition in between shifts at work. Thomas Miller, bib number 35, in flight. Yes, Thomas, it's Miller time.
Nice 4th of July.
35, 62 meters.
Fit out there for Mr. Miller.
62 meters for Thomas Miller. I just heard the voice of Mr. Miller over there somewhere. Probably under some shade. There he is with the wave.
I wish we were.
A lot of quality years announcing with Mr. Miller here in the local competitions.
Jason Colby going down 5 bars, bar 9.
All right, Jason Colby electing to go down 5 bars here as a up-and-comer. Didn't want to out-jump the hill. Jason Colby, ladies and gentlemen!
And that's good strategy, Joey, because this is a guy that can out-jump this hill.
Absolutely.
There is no doubt about it.
1.0.
So, folks, down 5 bars. That doesn't stop Jason Colby. 71 meters.
So, just looking ahead next time that Jason's jumping on the hill, if you're standing in the back of the jump flats there, I want you to stand up before he goes and be ready to catch him next
Kindly
time.
step away, right? Kindly step away. Another pound-for-pound jumper right here, built from the same mold, Sawyer Graves, bib number 37, 15 years old. This kid can fly. They call him the flying saucer for a reason. Soy sauce, Sawyer Graves down the hill.
Yeah, we call him something else here today, Joey, and that is defending champion.
Defending champion, last year's champion right there, took all the money. All right, you can see Terry and Kevin setting up the sprinklers for in between rounds. We're going to get a little sprinkler show going. Feel free, not too old, not too young. Hey folks, we've got some of our U12 athletes walking around. A team of boys. Everything's a competition here. The girls want to collect more money than the boys. The boys want to collect more money than the girls. Please empty your pockets. We've got a bag, we've got a ski.
Joey, Arthur Tyrone wants to win that money, and he's in the air right now.
The student, Arthur Tyrone.
Got a flyover for Arthur. I hope that didn't affect the air patterns too much.
What did Sawyer?
9 meters by 3.7.
53 meters for Arthur Tyrone. He has made it tough on himself. How about for soy sauce?
Off at 69 meters.
Catching up. Hey boys, are you collecting money? Let's leave it till the end.
Okay, they told us to get some.
Hey man, did you ever get that water?
69 meters for Sawyer Graves, catching up a little bit. That was 71 for Colby, 69 for Sawyer, 53 for Arthur Tyrone, Nicholas Malisinski, USA national team member, and one of the 2 top dogs, John.
Yeah, we moved way down the hill for these guys to start. These are, again, experienced World Cup ski jumpers and Nordic combined athletes. So a little bit tougher for them. Keep it safe for them.
And he still threw down a 64-meter jump, John. 64 meters. Last but not least in this round, bib number 40, USA national team member, Nordic combined athlete, also from Steamboat Springs, just like Nicholas, Grant Andrews.
Grant really put on a show last year, throwing down some of the longest jumps of the day, ultimately finishing in 4th place. That's a good solid jump. I think Grant's feeling the airwaves again today.
Jumping like a veteran, knowing exactly what he needs to do
8.5 meters, 8.5.
to get to the next round, and he does a nice and easy ho-hum 68.5 meters. All right, this is where math counts. We are now going to take these 40 or so competitors down to a round of 32. Setting up right now the sprinklers and the icy pops. Casey is in charge of all of our volunteers here, special event coordinator. Come on, don't be afraid. Run through the sprinklers. Come grab an icy pop.
They need to find me to give their bibs.
So while we're doing that and everybody comes out and has some fun, I hope that you are having fun here in this crowd. This event continues at every round. We go bigger and bigger. So this was the first round. We are going to eliminate some jumpers and we'll be down to the top 32. They'll jump, then we'll be down to the top 16, work our way down to the final 4. So the pressure builds and the excitement builds as the afternoon goes on. We've got some jumpers out in the crowd with bags and ski boots. They're looking to collect some money that will go towards our prize purse. We're going to be awarding those jumpers in the final round today, as well as our top female jumper. We're hoping to collect $2,500 to go to this prize purse. And the Steamboat Shred of Pioneers Museum has already put in $500.
$500. Hey folks, this is where you empty your pockets. In this day and age, you can pay by Venmo. The food trucks and everywhere else in town will happily take your credit cards. Please, 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 donate the money to the program, to the athletes. Athletes, if you do not make it to the round of 32, please find Essie Kentala right here, our bib babe by the announcer's tent. If you do not make it to the round of 32, let's get your bibs turned in. If you do make the round of 32, congratulations, and go get them. It's time for the sprinkler, folks. Hey, John, we couldn't do this today without the Yampa Valley Bank. They're our title sponsor, genuine hometown banking. The city of Steamboat Springs, our home, Ski Town, USA, and home to Howelsen Hill, the oldest continually operating ski area in North America. Deer Park Road, innovation, adaptive, integrity, alternative investment management since 2003. Native Excavating, Yampa Valley's choice for quality excavation since 1981. Hey guys, put the money in a bag.
We have a donation for you guys.
What's happening?
Why?
Specifically for you guys.
Good, you?
No, they just told us.
Okay, we're gonna put it in the bucket though.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Yep, which one's yours? You want a closer view, feel free to head right up those stairs over there. Please be mindful of the markers. Give them their space. It is the absolute best seat in the house.
Just know if you do climb up alongside the jump there, you've got to stay on that looker's left-hand side. Make sure you don't cross over at all. And there is no alcohol allowed beyond
Everyone with a line,
the
please.
banners. No alcohol up
They scratch.
alongside the jump, please.
Everett, Roscoe.
Well, we hope you're enjoying yourself here. We've got our great food vendors here. Big thanks to the Spud Hut, Jamaican Joe's, Berry Bowls, Mountain Berry
That's
Bowls.
American
over there.
Joe's right there.
American Joe's.
Yeah.
Jamaican Joe's. Wonderful bowls over there. And we've got, of course, our 4th of July special pomegranate lemonade Tito's drink. A personal favorite of many.
Just give them away. Give away the Icy Pops if you don't want them. Just give them away. Someone will take them. Wow, this is where the excitement really starts to build right here, John. We're down to the final 32. From this 32, we cut down to 16. Up there is Program Director Todd Wilson, spraying down the landing area on a nice, wet, plastic landing area.
And if she's not ready or whatever, we'll slip her in.
Here, we got a great crowd out here, and I want to remind the crowd a couple things. First, the more noise you make, the farther that these jumpers fly.
Direct correlation, John.
It's physics. When you
Absolutely.
make noise, you are pushing the air up the hill so the jumpers can fly farther. So it's really, really important that you make some noise for your favorite jumpers. The other thing that's really important here as you're watching this competition is that if you're enjoying what you're seeing, support our prize purse by putting some cash into that prize boot, into that prize bag we've got some young jumpers walking around with. These athletes here are really putting themselves out in line to put on a great show for everybody, and the prize money that they can win today goes a long way in supporting their quest
Absolutely.
to be phenomenal ski jumpers and Nordic combined athletes on the international level.
Okay, I'm going to hold him here for a minute. It's pretty gusty.
We are about ready to go here. The technical delegation up there.
One more special announcement before we get going with our next round. Would Georgia Burner please report to the announcer's tent? Georgia Burner to the announcer's tent.
Want to thank our Chief of Competition, Glenn Jones, our technical delegate, Paul Andrews. They are running the show up top with our starters.
And we're jumping.
Already?
We're jumping. Jumping and jamming with our 4 jumpers. The 4 jumpers get a lot of work in today, Joey. Lots of rounds. It's a good day to be a 4 jumper.
That's Donovan Tully right there. Hardest working man on the hill. He 4-jumped and competed yesterday, 4-jumping today. He's out of the Park City Ski and Snowboard Club. Donovan, what are you, 10, 11? How old? 10 years old, ladies and gentlemen. Donovan Tully right there.
5, Guy Gregory on bar.
Jai Gregory's on the bar. Our first jumper from Fort Sarah, an East Coaster.
Bib number 5, first competitor in the round of 32, and he is in flight.
Feeling that wind there. It's tough out there to win. Being gusty like this, it's going to be an interesting day. Jai certainly wrestling with it there, but had a pretty good flight.
Number 5, 52 meters, 52.0.
That is a 52-meter jump for Jai Gregory. 52 meters. That'll be close, John. That'll be close.
This round is tough. That last round we dropped a handful of jumpers. This round we're dropping 16 jumpers, so we're getting real.
Yeah, this is it right here. You're gonna more than likely need to see a 6 in that tens digit to want to move on. We'll see, though. We're just the talking heads here, John. Seth Rothschild, bib number 7, Park City Ski and Snowboard.
Hold it for a minute.
Looks like we might have a little hold.
And the judges evaluating that wind up there. We want to keep it safe for the athletes. Safety is our number one goal out there today. Sure feels nice down here in the flats, keeping us cool. It's been an absolutely gorgeous 4th of July weekend here in Steamboat Springs.
Only thing we got to worry just a little bit about is that wind we keep talking about. That is the great equalizer in this sport.
It's been recommended to have a water break after 23.
All right, we're waiting for the starters up there, Michelle Renee and Chad Bowdry, with the assistance of our technical delegates, Chief of Competition Glenn Jones,
So you will be fine.
Paul Andrews. I hear Coach Scott up there, part of it. Scott Clayton, the assistant technical delegate, keeping things rolling from the tower, I believe. Here we are, folks, 18th annual 4th of July Jumpin' and Jammin' Ski Jumpin' Extravaganza. We are so happy that you're here to join us. What a special event, unique to Steamboat Springs on the 4th of July. Let's not forget about the donations. We've got some U12 athletes, both male and female. We're walking around with ski boots. I see the Flying Z right there. I see Vale. They've got the yellow bags. Please, 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 don't be afraid to donate. Empty your pockets. There's plenty of ATMs in town. You can always go get more money. Thanks to Honey Stinger, Soci, Smart Wool, Yampa Valley Bank, providing some shade tents in the back. You guys can see.
Jumper on the bar.
Oh, another jumper already. Here we go. It's go time.
It should be Seth Rothschild.
Bib number 7, Park City Ski and Snowboard, Seth Rothschild.
Remember, Seth didn't have the benefit of the Hawaiian shirt for this jump. So what
Looks
are you
like
gonna
it cost him a little bit of distance, John. 51 meters, 5'1".
You know, Seth, you got good height on that jump, though. Can you dunk a basketball?
Probably not.
Definitively. That was a definitively probably not. Caden Graham pushing through the next round, 46.5 on the first one. Bib number 8, 13 years old, Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club.
I remember what I said, crowd. Caden needs your help. The more noise we make, the farther he'll fly. Local hometown Caden Graham, let's cheer him on.
In flight. That's a great looking jump from Caden Graham, folks.
What a nice round of applause from the crowd.
7.5.
57.5 meters for Caden Graham. That might very well be the longest competitive jump he's had on the HS70. Caden, that a win?
I just put a star on my score sheet here. I said crowd aided. And we want more of those stars on the sheet. That's a good thing.
I'm just louder, ...
Mackenzie Maines up there on the bar.
46 meters on the first one, just getting through the second round. Bib number 10, Big Mac Mackenzie Maines.
So nice and balanced.
Very quiet in the air, John.
Yeah.
Technically sound ski jumper.
You know, these judges are going to give the nod on the technical score there, even if the distance wasn't.
All right, just like her first jump, 46 on the first and 46 on the second. Next up in the dark horse category, bib number 11. He sports the orange helmet. Sliding out on the bar, that's Fritz Gamber.
Love that orange helmet. Folks over on Lincoln can watch Fritz jump with that lid on.
You know, I often hear Billy, his dad, from his office over there across the street, watching with the binoculars. Fritz Gamber, ladies and gentlemen, 12 years old.
You know, and Fritz makes it look so easy. I mean, that looks so easy, that flight.
Especially sitting in these seats, doesn't it?
A lot more comfortable down here.
That's 52 meters for Fritz Gamber, 52. Next up, an almost 14-year-old ski jumper right here, special jumper, Steamboat multi-sport athlete, Jackson Shute, sporting bib number 12, 53 meters on the first jump. He'll be looking to get that a little bit closer to 60 if he wants to see the next round.
13 years young.
Jackson Shute, ladies and gentlemen.
12, 52.5, 52.5.
So
That's 52.5 meters for Jackson. Just keep it.
All right, our next jumper up there on the bar should be Haley Braybeck.
Thank you,
She's a member of the Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club. 16 years old.
Soccer player, soccer referee, family of ski jumpers. This family spends a heck of a lot of time on rivers all across the state and the region. Haley Braybeck, bib number 13, 46 meters on the first jump.
13, 54.5, 54.5.
54.5 meters for Haley, considerably farther than her first jump. That 54.5 currently looking pretty good. Tess Arnone. Hey folks, in another week or two, Tess Arnone right here, USA national team member, coach, and competitor, goes off to the Air Force to serve our country at the Air Force Academy. Tess Arnone, 58.5 meters for Tess, 58.5.
Tess continues to put down the longest jump so far on the round.
Where are you going? She's going into the reserves, I've been corrected. Just trying to pump you up a little bit, Tess. Online she is.
Isaac Larson, our next jumper from Ishpeming, Michigan. Home of the U.S. Ski and Snowboard Hall of Fame up there in Ishpeming. Isaac sent it on that first jump.
Absolutely. 67.5 meters on the first one. And he's close to that mark again.
See him getting pushed sideways up there a little bit, but again, that doesn't matter. He made that correction, put the landing gear down, put another good long jump in.
After 23. After 23.
And just like that first jump for Isaac Larson, 67.5 meters. That one will and should look pretty good. Ethan Main's up next, bib number 17.
Yep, safe money is on Isaac Larson, moving on to the next round.
I'd say so.
Ethan Main's our next competitor.
Anything in the 60s could be close. High 50s, maybe, just maybe. 14 years old, Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club. It's the Flying Tico, Ethan Main.
I like that one. I like that one. He gives a little double fist pump. We like seeing that. That's always a good sign when the athlete is happy with it. Before we give them their number, Joey, what's the number?
64.5 meters for Ethan Mains. That's going to be interesting. Next up, Augie Repke, bib number 18. Park City Ski and Snowboard, 15 years old, 60 meters on the first jump. Slides out on the bar, just waiting for that green light.
Augie looking for some consistency here. Had a good solid first jump. And the idea is if you can build each jump, get a little more distance each round, that gives you the confidence as you go round to round. Good things can happen in this elimination jump format.
Nice looking jump from Augie Repke. Like you said, John, one of the keys to this elimination jump format is progressively adding a few meters to each jump. 60 on the first, 59 meters on the second jump. Bib number 19.
To help orient yourself in the crowd and try to be as solid as Joey with figuring out those distances. The athletes on this run, I think the goal is to get into the blue box or further down the hill. Top of that blue box, the P point, that's at 60, I think it's 60 meters. That red line across at 67.5. As we watch.
Next jumper in flight, Emma Russell, Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club. 15 years old, special jumper. 51 meters on her first jump and 51 meters on her second jump. Next up, one of the younger competitors here, 13 years old, bib number 20, Nico Boundary, pound for pound, one of the toughest jumpers on the hill. 60 meters on his first jump.
Not yet 13 for Nico. In ski jumping years, he's 13, but only 12 years old. He hasn't blown out those 13 candles yet, not even a teenager here, and Nico's going to send it. Let's make some noise.
Nico Boundary, winner! Yeah!
There's a jump, ladies and gentlemen.
Pushing that K point today. $66 meters for Nico Boundary.
Wow.
Next up, bib number 21, 14 years old, Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club, Nathan Rind, the reigning junior national champion in this elimination jump event.
And he represented with that first round jump of 66 meters. A really good jump, Nathan Rind. Feeling it today. So see what he's got in this second round.
Just another day at the office.
Right?
66 meters on the first, 68 meters on the second jump.
Yeah, another one of those guys that just makes it look easy out there.
Senior Silky Smooth, 66 on the first, 68 on the second.
Joey,
Ian Carmack, our next jumper on the bar. He's from the Park City Ski and Snowboard Club. Ian now on the in-run.
Ian Carmack, one of the fastest skiers on this circuit, in flight right now. Yes, Ian Carmack, believe it or not, only about 3 years as a ski jumper right now, moving over from the Nordic class.
And he's moving in the right direction, Joey. 61 meters on that first jump, and he blew past that time.
66 meters for Ian Carmack.
Making Park City proud.
All right, these are the field of 32. We will go down to a field of 16 from here, then 8, then 4, and then we will crown our champion. Rachel Herder. She will be up next. We just had a credit card turned in for James Cooley.
And we just had a long jump turned in from Rachel Herder.
67 meters for Rachel Herder. We're going to take a water break right here. We got to get that plastic wet. As you can see, the lighter it gets, the drier it gets. The darker it is, the safer it is. So we're going to go ahead and take a quick water break right now, take care of a little business. James Cooley, we've got your Visa card right here. Do we have permission for the $5,000 donation?
And Georgia Burner, please report to the Jumpers to the announcer booth, the announcer tent. Georgia Burner to the announcer tent.
James Cooley, thank you so much for the $5,000 donation.
So we're going to turn up the music, and we'll be back with you once those hills are wet again. Check out these great food vendors over here. Jamaica Joe's, the Spud Hut, Mountain Berry Bowls. And stop by, we've got some great refreshments over at the Winter Sports Club tent. All proceeds there are going to benefit the Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club programs. Great to have you with us here on the 4th of July.
Jumpin' and Jammin' Ski Jumpin' Extravaganza. Sponsored by Yampa Valley Bank.
By the way, baby, what's your name? Said I go by the name. No, it's saying that you could be my boyfriend. You sure you can? Just let me put my boyfriend called Superman. He's a fairy. I do suppose. Flying through the air.
Variety and Howelsen.
But it looks like a sucker in a blue leg. See, that's like a blue leg.
Every
He's got
month.
finesse. And his whole name across the chest.
That's your parent volunteer hours.
Yep.
That's one.
He can't satisfy you with the little
Hey folks, let's not forget about donations. We've got U12 athletes, male and female, walking through the crowd. I believe they both have yellow bags. They've got some jump boots. Do not be afraid. The future of the sport depends on you. Big thanks to all of our volunteers out here today, the markers. We've got Michelle Lene and Chad Bowdry up top as the starters. Sienna on the camera. Live stream. Tell your neighbors, tell your friends. Let your relatives know. Jump on the Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club.org website. Look for the link. Jump. Hit the events tab, go to the Jumpin' and Jammin' Extravaganza. We are live across the world, July 4th, 18th annual Jumpin' and Jammin' Ski Jumpin' Extravaganza. Where do we get the information for the Venmo?
The kids were supposed to have it with them. To all have codes around their neck.
When you flag down the kids to donate the cash, they should have a Venmo code with them. As soon as they make their way back to the tent, we'll get that code.
I think you might have our credit card.
Thank you for the donation.
Yeah, I heard that. James Cooley?
Do I need to look for ID? I believe you. You look very believable. You're the guy that donated $5,000. Thank you very much.
Happy to do it.
Thank you.
Thank you, folks.
Paid for my kids to slide. I got it right here in my pocket.
Well, a lady just brought it up, so you're in good hands.
They must have, yeah.
No, you got it back, right?
Yeah, thank you.
Georgia, it's Kevin from over the ski jumping. We found you all.
I got 72.
Ooh, you took my favorite. right.
but I just need to find the athlete.
All right, we've got a
All right.
jumper out on the bar. We
This is the
are
first
back
we've heard
in
of that.
business. Kai McKinnon from Lake Placid, a member of the junior national team, getting ready to go. Kai with a great first round jump of 67.5 meters.
Who's done it to the people who
And she
have low bags?
looks like she got into the blue box.
All right, we're off and jumping again now, aren't we? A lot of action happening in between rounds. 67.5 meters on the first.
Just called it. I didn't hear it.
And 64 meters on the second jump for Kai McKinnon out of Lake Placid, coast to coast. Ella Wilson, a huge 71-meter jump on her first
Look
jump.
out there in the back. She might be landing on you. Here comes Steamboat's Ella Wilson.
Way down the hill!
She is flying huge today. She has never seen before. I think she reached up and tapped the moon there on her way down.
70.5.
73.5 with a touch.
All right, folks, the good news. 73.5 meters. The bad news. They called it a touch. 73.5 with a touch.
I tell you what, this is the deal, crowd. We gotta land it clean, but when somebody flies like that, we've really gotta show our appreciation. Ella Wilson, that was an amazing jump. You have really put on a show for today.
Hey, anyone seen Matt? We need an EMT over here. Can we have it? Hey, Matt, can we get an EMT over here, please?
All right, Estella Hasrick, Black Hawk Ski Club, in flight. Putting that land. Fist pump, she knows that was a good jump. That's what she wants to keep on doing the rest of the day.
61 meters on the first for Stella Hasrick.
We're way past 61 meters now.
One more time.
70.5 meters, 70.5.
70.5 meters for Stella Hasrick. That will for sure move her on to the next round.
That's pretty safe money. Dylan Amy, our Alaskan ski jumper, up here next. Dylan on the in run coming at us. Let's make some noise for the Alaskan ski jumper.
68 meters on the first. He will be right near that same mark.
Such a smooth landing. That was big flight right there from Dylan, managing it with no problems whatsoever.
68 on the first. 68.5 meters on the second jump. Team AK, Dylan Amy.
Alaska will be represented in that round of 16. I'm going to put my money down on that one.
No doubt about it, John. 69 meters from Logan Cadman on his first jump. Park City ski and snowboard, jumping in the Young Guns class.
Logan, one of the prettier flights too on that long jump we saw in that first round.
And another good looking jump from Logan. A P1 goalkeeper in Utah. 66.5 meters for Logan Cadman on the second jump. Safe to say, anything in the 60s is going to be close. Root Repke, his teammate from Park City Ski and Snowboard, bib number 29.
Root 17 years old.
Radio, I heard your name.
They said that I'm the cutoff to go out. Like early.
Younger brother Augie's already put down his jump for this round. Root reaching for it.
So smooth from Root Repke. 59.5 on the first one.
5.0.
And 65 meters on that second jump. Hey folks, we're taking donations. You 12 ski jumpers and Nordic combined athletes walking around with the yellow bags. Please empty those pockets.
That jump just made Root happier. I've been there before when the younger brother nips you by just a half meter. Older brother got some revenge on that one. Here we go with Alexa Brayback.
U.S. national team member, Nordic combined skier, 63 meters on her first flight. Really trying to stretch that one out.
Lex with a good solid first jump as we await the numbers for her second jump.
59.5 meters on that second jump. 59.5. Man, oh man, that looks like a cutoff number to me. Annika Malasinski, bib number 31, national team member, teammate of Alexis. 59 meters on her first jump.
And a strategic move for Annika here, moving down a couple bars to try to put down a good, safe, solid jump. The veteran ski jumper.
Nice
Let's
looking
see
jump.
how it pays off.
Folks, you can see that the jumpers are drifting just a little bit, lookers left. You can see the flags up there also blowing in that direction.
One more time.
59 meters on the first and 59 meters on the second for Annika.
Easiest flight positions, conditions today, Joey. Not the easiest talking conditions either, apparently.
Yeah, this is a little bit of a challenge when you're all the way up there. This is Jumpin' Josie Johnson, special jumper, U.S. national team member, gets herself way down the hill.
To protest the touch for Ella. We've got
Yeah, Josie looks to Josie looks to talk with her skis and talk with her jumping. That was a good, solid jump from Jumpin' Josie Johnson, the Triple J.
No officials. They called it touch. What was it that touched?
We might need to start up a Triple J ranch here in Steamboat Springs for Jumpin' Josie Johnson.
I didn't ask.
We await the numbers for Josie.
Josie Johnson, John, 67 meters.
Yeah, there we go. I think that's a pretty safe bet. We'll be seeing Josie in the
I'd
next
say so.
round.
Hey, that was the last young gun ski jumper right there. We've got Eric Lynch, the first of the up-and-comer category. You know, we've got lots of chatter on the radio happening right now, John.
Yeah, but Eric, smooth through it all, puts down a nice solid jump. Again, these conditions variable up there. I can't tell exactly how it's affecting the jumpers. Eric, 61 meters with his first jump, hoping to add to it.
61 meters for Eric Lynch on the first jump, 62.5 meters on the second. Skylar Amy, Team AK on the junior national team for Nordic combined, 63.5 meters on the first jump. He's going to look to fly.
Straight out of Anchorage for Skylar. Here he comes. 4th of July in Steamboat Springs. Let's make some noise for the Alaskan ski jumper.
Way down the hill for Skylar Amy.
Skying it. Bet he's never heard that before.
I know. I wonder if his parents actually thought about that.
I think we've got a
73 meters.
Athletes are going over to the white tent now. You can announce that.
All right. Hey, folks, if you have been eliminated, we are asking that you head on over to the tent right there, the white tent, next to the Black Sosi tent. Thank you, O. We've got people that want to see your gear. They want to ask questions about the sport.
And we have Thomas Miller just sending it, Joey.
Yes.
Thomas Miller, like he never took the skis off. He's
never, because you know what?
For last year.
It's Miller time. That is 70.5 meters. Ski jumpers If you have been eliminated, please head over to the white tent, show off your gear, answer questions, and take donations. Everybody looking for the Venmo to donate at SSWSC now.
All right, here
Exclamation
comes
point.
Jason Colby. Look out there in the back of the jump flats. Jason coming at you.
This kid can fly.
Not quite the distance that time as the first jump.
71 meters on the first one.
65 meters, 65.0.
65 meters on the second one.
I think that's going to be okay, Joey. It's just got to be enough right now. Again, you talked about before, especially for these veteran jumpers like Jason is, you know, you don't want to blow your best jump in the first early rounds. That's plenty good for Jason.
Just have to jump far enough, John, till that last round. Next up, Sawyer Graves. Big number 37, getting down to that P point.
I'm going to call this guy a veteran, too. He's only 14 years old, but he's already won one of these things. Sawyer Graves knows how to fly.
Sorry, Brooksy, lots of action here. Repeat. 61.5 meters for Sawyer Graves. He made it interesting, but that might just push him through. We'll have to see. Defending champion Sawyer Graves. Arthur Terrell, the student, squeezing by in that first round at 53 meters.
Let's make some noise for Arthur. He's got a 4th of July hairdo to show off.
He sure does.
He knows how to show a good jump to the crowd. That was some good airtime, Arthur.
66 meters for Arthur. Surely that should be good enough. Remember, at SSWSC now, exclamation point, donation for Venmo. For any of you that said you didn't have it, or you had some alligator arms earlier, you can still pull out that phone and donate through Venmo.
Nicholas Malasinski coming at you. Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club jumper.
First of the top dogs getting down to the K point, 64 meters on his first jump. 66 meters.
I think Nicholas is letting the crowd know, stick around. The jumps are only going to get bigger out of him.
You know,
He's
guys
making
like
his way round to round.
Oh yeah.
They
Guys
will
like
step
Nicholas,
it up. Yeah.
Arthur, Grant, Colby, those guys are low enough to sleep. We haven't seen their best jump yet. Last but not least, bib number 40, USA national team member, teammate of Nicholas Malasinski, also a Steamboat Springs homegrown product, Grant Andrews. Take some skill, folks.
Yeah, he felt that wind up there. He felt that little gust right as he took off. And Grant having to navigate his way through the air to put the landing gear down safely, which he did.
He did, thankfully. 66.5 meters. All right, John, now we'll look for that magic number. It'll definitely have a 6 in the front. What we don't know is where in the 60s will be the cutoff. Folks, this is where we go from a round of 32 down to the round of 16 for the magic and all the money. It's time for another sprinkler party, folks. If you missed the first round, or if you want another round, come on into the jump flats, jump through the sprinklers, get yourselves an icy pop.
All right, as we go into our break, a little crowd announcement here at the Tito's. Sorry, the Yapa Valley Bank. 4th of July, Jumpin' and Jammin' competition. We do have Tito's drinks over at the drink tent. The Yapa Valley Bank 4th of July Jumpin' and Jammin' event. We are in between our round of 32 and our round of 16. Got about 10 minutes here for everybody to get wet in the sprinklers while the jumpers get back to the top. If you're looking for something to do in between the breaks, the energy and the excitement only builds as we get down to our final rounds. Our Alpine slide, just on the other side of the base lodge, is open for business. Go catch a ride on the Alpine slide and then come on back for the next round is a great way to do the 4th of July on this side of the Yampa River.
Is there like a review of it?
Again, if you're out there and you haven't donated yet and you're enjoying what you're seeing, your donations go to our prize money purse here for the athletes. The first $2,500
Can you see it?
that we collect, and we hope that we will collect $2,500 would be our biggest prize purse to date for this event. That'll all go to the athletes here in today's competition. If we collect over $2,500, that money will go to support the ski jump and Nordic combined programs here at the Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club and help us support all of the athletes moving forward in this great sport of ski jumping and Nordic combined. So we appreciate everybody's support. For those watching online, we're going to drop the Venmo code for those of you watching online as well. And enjoy the water, enjoy our break, grab some food, settle in, hit the Alpine slide, and we'll be back for more jumping here in about 10 minutes.
18th annual 4th of July Jumpin' and Jammin' Extravaganza.
This is Paul. Copy.
$44.5 meters for Donovan.
It's all the same without your love. Without your
16, Isaac Larson, bar.
All right, the first competitor in the round of 16, skiing out of the Ishpeming Ski Club. Bib number 16, Isaac Larson. Way down the hill, folks. Holy moly, Isaac.
Isaac's been jumping out of his mind all day.
70.5.
Really good stuff from the 15-year-old from Ishpeming.
That's a 70.5 meter jump for Isaac, smelling the Elite 8.
20, Nico Boundary on bar.
All right, youngest competitor in the competition left. Bib number 20, Nico Boundary, 12 years old. Way down the hill for Nico.
Wait, age check again, Joey. What's the age on that jumper?
He is 12 years old, John. Holy cow.
Number 20, 69.5 meters, 69.5.
That is a 69.5 meter jump. Next up, bib number 21, 14 years old, Nathan Rind.
Nathan jumping really well today with jumps of 66 and 68. But the bar's been raised so far this round.
He's got his eye. Here he is, Nathan Rind. Holding it down. The wind did not cooperate.
Number 21, 62 meters, 62.
That is a 62 meter jump. 62.
Just looked like the airflow up there gave him an early exit, like getting kicked out of an airplane with no parachute. But he put the landing gear down.
Sometimes it's survival. Next up, Ian Carmack, bib number 22, 66 meters on the last jump. Technical delegation might be looking at that wind that Nathan experienced right now.
Just kind of a gusty day today. That makes it tough on the jumpers. It makes it interesting for the fans because anything can happen today.
Bib 22, Ian Carmack on bar.
Impossible to predict who's going to walk home with the prize money. Thanks to our super generous crowd out there. Let's make some noise right now. Ian Carmack is on the track.
66 meters on the last one, right around that same area for this one.
You could see those skis flapping up there. That's how you know there's wind up there. For sure, Ian was totally riding the wind.
65 meters, 65, please.
65 meters for Ian Carmack. Hard to say if 65 will make it this round, John. Rachel Harrider will be up next.
I was going to do the way too early prediction right after Isaac Larson, our first jumper, went and say he's into the next round. I think he's still looking pretty good at 70 and a half meters. I'm gonna put my money on him being the next round. Here comes Rachel Harrider.
67 meters on the last one. She gets down towards that K point.
Everybody is extending the jumps now, but we are down to 16 really good ski jumpers.
64.5 meters here. John, we're seeing a little bit of a trend. The wind gusts have knocked down most of these jumpers a couple meters. We'll have to see what happens the rest of the way.
Yeah, there is going to be an element of luck today, but at the end of the day, you have to nail the takeoff. You have to fly the flight that you're given. You need to land
That's
it
it.
cleanly. So luck is a part, but luck's not everything.
Control what you can control. Estella Hasrick, bib number 26, junior national team ski jumper, right there towards that cape up.
And when you talk about controlling, that was a great control jump there from Estella. She is a fantastic ski jumper, looked imbalanced, showed the little fist pump there. She knew it was good.
Nice and quiet in the air. Also a little bit shorter than the last one, 67.5 meters for Estella.
That's going to be real interesting. Her jump before was phenomenal. But they're all great jumps. Dylan Amy, our next jumper.
Bib number 27, Team AK, all the way from Alaska, 68.5 meters on his last jump. Looks like the wind has slowed down a little bit for these guys.
You know, just his style, Dylan, a little bit taller, bigger athlete. He looked like he was coming right into our tent, Joey, the way he just projected himself, trying to get extra flight.
Trying to get that chin forward.
He's been solid so far.
Really consistent. 68, 68.5, and 68 for Dylan Amy. He's found his spot on the hill. Logan Cadman, Park City Ski and Snowboard, 66.5 meters on the last jump. Bib number 28.
Just 14 years of age for Logan out of the Park City Ski and Snowboard Club.
Let's see if he can push that mark towards 70. Really playing a factor on that jump. Does nicely to get those skis touching safely on the ground.
That was like a little corkscrew. It was like he was doing a slalom in the air. He went to the right and then he went to the left. Safely brought it down.
65 meters for Logan. That is going to be close. Root Repke, teammate, Park City Ski and Snowboard. In ski jumping age, he's 17 years old. 65 meters on the last one.
He's been jumping since he was 8 years old, Root.
Good looking jump at the takeoff. Gets himself into that K-point area. That's a good looking jump, Root.
All right, so here's what I like about Root. Younger brother beats him in that first round. Then he puts the second round in and just barely squeaks in. And then he puts down an even better jump in the next round. He's going the right direction.
He is.
629, 68.5 meters,
68.5 meters for Root. That should be enough. We will see. Jumpin' Josie Johnson, Park City Ski and Snowboard, USA national team member, wearing bib number 32. She is smiling ear hole to ear hole right now. 67 meters on her last jump, John.
She's one to watch. She was on my watch list this morning when we came out. Who could be in that final four? Josie, a really talented ski jumper out of Park City. Here she comes.
Look at her get down that hill! Keeps those hands and butt up in the air.
And she's smiling. She knows that was good.
No doubt she's smiling.
When you can ski jump like that, it is a fun time. That's why the sport's so addictive. That feeling of being in the air like that, you just can't match it doing anything else.
I'm correct, that was no touch, right?
Skylar Amy getting ready to go up top as we await the numbers for Jumpin' Josie Johnson.
7 for Jumpin' Josie Johnson.
Longest jump so far this round. I think we're going to see Josie in the next round.
Skylar Amy, Team AK, 73 meters on the last one. Can he match it? That'll be a little bit short of that mark.
It looked good at the beginning and then just kind of lost its gas towards the end of the jump. We'll see.
68 meters for Skylar Amy.
Skylar kind of representative of the weather conditions and the changing conditions today. He's been down, up, down. That was kind of in the middle. It's going to be close.
Bib number 35, Thomas Miller, just squeezing in a quick 4th of July competition in between work shifts. 70.5 meters for the retired ski jumper. On his last jump, let's see Thomas Miller right here.
Freshest legs in the entire competition, Joey.
No doubt about that. Thomas Miller, it's Miller time! Oh, Thomas!
Little twisted there at the end. I tell you what, this is exciting. This is completely unpredictable.
66.5 meters for Thomas. That looks to be pretty close to the cutoff number. 4 jumpers left. Jason Colby, Arthur Tyrone, Nicholas Malisinski, Greg Andrews, all names we've heard before.
Come on, let's watch this one, Jason Colby. Let's send it, he's sending it, he's sending it, he's down the hill.
Oh, yeah, Jason. 65 on the last one.
You know, with those cold legs, no pre-jump, no practice, he went out and busted out a 71-meter jump in that first round.
70.5 meters for Jason Colby. Certainly will push through.
And he was right at the mark for the last round. He doesn't even need to sweat a little bit to get to the next round.
Not even having his best jump yet. The student, bib number 38, Arthur Tyrone, lulling the field to sleep right now.
I'm rooting for anybody who's got red, white, and blue in their hair right now, and that's this jumper right there. Arthur Tyrone throwing it down the HS 75.
That will be his best jump of the day thus far.
69.5 meters, 69.5.
69.5 meters. That, more than likely, should make it through.
That's looking pretty good. That's looking pretty good, and it's all in the hair, Arthur.
All right, 2 jumpers left. Both skiing for the US of A as Nordic combined athletes on the national team. Bib number 39, Nicholas Malisinski. He knows how to do this. He is going to save his best jump for last.
Absolutely. But the jumps are just so beautiful. You're looking at perfect technique, beautiful form from the veteran ski jumper and Nordic combined athlete.
69 meters for Nicholas. All right, the 16th of 16. Grant Andrews, USA national team member. Nicholas's teammate, Nordic combined athlete. 66.5 meters on his last jump. Like you said, John, last year was a highlight reel show for him.
And he's got the green light. Come on, let's make some noise. Last jumper this round, Grant Andrews.
Little short of that K point. We'll have to see what happens from here.
And it's going to be close. And like I said, I knew today was going to be unpredictable. Anything can happen. We've already lost our defending champion from last year.
66 meters for Grant Andrews. Can you move that sprinkler, please?
66 meters. I think that's going to come up with a little short. We're losing 8 jumpers. That was the round of 16 that we just concluded, and we're cutting it down to 8. We've got 2 more rounds of ski jumping, ladies and gentlemen. 2 more rounds to the grand finale. We've been raising some great prize money for these athletes. I'd like to thank the crowd for all of your generosity in supporting these athletes in our prize purse today, starting with the Steamboat Shredder Pioneers Museum that kicked us off with a $500 deposit into that prize money purse. We've got some young athletes walking around with the prize bag. Our goal is a $2,500 prize purse for today's top jumpers. And we are going to make sure that our top female walks away with some cash this year. A $500 bonus to our top female competitor in today's competition.
68 and above. Go back up.
All right, we've got the magic number, folks. The magic number is 68. All jumpers 68 and above, you will advance to the Elite 8. If you did not get 68 or above, head on over to the white tent. People want to know about your sport. They want to know about your gear. go ahead and answer some questions. Stay tuned, 68 and above.
Exciting stuff, Joey. That means that our youngest competitor still in the field, Nico Bowdry, at 12 years old, has advanced to the round of 8. Absolutely amazing. All right, we got the water out. We got the freeze pops going. We're going to turn up the music here at the Valley Bank 4th of July Jumpin' and Jammin' competition hosted by the Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club. We've got 2 rounds of jumping competition left to go. Make sure you go visit Jamaican Joe's, the Spud Hut, and Mountain Berry Bowls for some great food here at Howelsen Hill. Thank you for coming and serving for us. We've got some drinks underneath the Winter Sports Club tents. Thanks for coming out, everybody. We've got 2 more rounds of exciting ski jumping coming right up.
I've got 9 jumpers, not 8, but 9.
Hi.
Okay.
That they're landing on?
Sure. All right, folks. There was a tie. There will be 9 jumpers advancing. The 9 jumpers advancing into the next round will be Isaac Larson, Nico Bowdry, Dylan Amy, Root Repke, Josie Johnson, Skylar Amy, Jason Colby, Arthur Tyrone, and Nicholas Malisinski. 9 jumpers advancing. We will cut this down to the final 4, and out of the final 4, we will pick the champion. The wind is the great equalizer.
Send down a bag.
We've got national team members knocked out. We've got junior national champions knocked out. And we've got a 12-year-old still in.
I'm ready to get it.
Grant, what are they sending down in the bags?
Good job.
Is that, what are they sending down in the bags?
We walk up in other shoes.
Cool.
Well, I think it's to Looker's left at the base of the ski jump.
Wind just knocked you down, man.
They saw my base from the top of the jump.
What happens?
I don't know.
What am I looking at? Hey, you had a good day. '18th annual July 4th Jumpin' and Jammin' ski jumping extravaganza This is the Elimination Jump Contest, July 4th, 2023. Title sponsor, Yampa Valley Bank. Big thanks. So, the City of Steamboat Springs, Deer Park Road, Native Excavating, Smart Wool, Steamboat Radio, Steamboat Ski and Resort Corporation, Steamboat Orthopedic and Spine Institute, Steamboat Sotheby's International Realty, Twin Enviro Services, UC Health, Colorado Event Rentals, and of course the Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club. Thanks to all our markers, all of our volunteers, the staff here at the Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club, Program Director Todd Wilson, his coaching staff, Carl Denny, Garrett Fisk, Gunnar Gilbertson, Tess Arnone. Brett and Kristen, the U10 coaches. I'm here with John Nolting. Sarah Floyd, outgoing director. Brian Krill, incoming director. Dave Stewart, Blair Seymour. Saw Gene Mikowski out here earlier.
All right,
Got the Burkholders.
let's just give him some music here to restart.
Hey, Brooks. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, just make sure your regular markers go ahead and do
Seth
that.
Rothschild, we're looking for your bib, please. Seth Rothschild, please bring back your bib.
He's talking a lot. Looks like they're pretty cool.
Competing again, or maybe to get disqualified from the whole thing.
In a typical competition, you would still get to keep jumping. You could get 2 jumps, right? So if you touch on your second, and it does disqualify that jump.
Build you so hard. All I heard was so hard. I mean, a build battle, don't worry about it. Fortnite Lunchbox is on its way. Enough for only me, you can't have any. How many flippers did you put in that?
Okay. I got a message that Amy's counting cash. I'm just wondering if you can help find out what our status is for prize money. Just the status, where we're at, so I can announce that. I don't know. Thank you. Okay, cool.
These guys switched to channel 1, or did I hit something on there?
Go.
Thank you.
Yep.
She don't wanna play, she don't wanna be no wife. She just wanna stay up late, she just wanna stay no wife. Can't tell her nothing, no can't tell her nothing. She said she too young, don't want her friends, now that's a problem.
Okay. The athletes up there are ready to roll. Just think going. I'm going to hold the third jumper.
I think they're ready to pull. Kevin, they're ready. All right, we're pulling the sprinklers. Getting ready for the final 9 jumpers. Did you return your bib? Thank you.
And I'd like to thank this fantastic crowd out there, ladies and gentlemen. We've gotten word from our accounting crew, thanks to your generosity, we are going to have a maximum prize purse, our largest ever, $2,500.
Yes, indeed.
To our top competitors today, thank you so much. We're down to 9 competitors here. $2,000 to be spread out amongst our top athletes and a $500 bonus for our top female finisher.
Are you cutting it to 4?
Yeah.
Just doing 9 and done.
No, we're, yeah,
Yep.
Okay, last night there was a discussion
Oh.
on timing if we just go 8.
Yeah,
and
we should be good,
but I
yeah.
think we're in great time right now. Okay, I'm going to do one more break in between. I got about 2 bags of popsicles left, so might as well.
We're just about ready for the next round here. Our round of 9, we had a tie, as Joey mentioned. Pretty exciting stuff, and again, this is anybody's competition today with the conditions. It's kind of mellowed out right now.
At least where we are, but look up the hill, John.
Yeah, exactly, and it's hard to tell. It changes all over the hill. But
copy that.
really hard to predict who might pop in there. That last round, our longest jump came from none other than Jumpin' Josie Johnson.
Sure did, yeah.
What you said?
We still have our 12-year-old jumper, Nico
I
Bowdry,
think we're good to
is
go.
in the mix.
All right.
That last round eliminated one of our veterans, one of our stars from last year, Grant Andrews.
Up there,
That
And
was
how about the round
definitely
before?
a
The
go.
defending champion, Sawyer Graves, got knocked out.
So we're going to see some new members onto that prize podium, which always makes it exciting. We've got Alaska represented in our final 9 jumpers. 2 from Alaska, in fact. The Anchorage brothers of Dylan and Skylar Amy. So that's going to be super exciting to watch. Our Youper, Isaac Larson from he's from up there in the UP somewhere up there, jumps with the Ishpeming Ski Club.
70.5 meters on that jump from Isaac. He will be the first jumper this round in the round of 9.
Having a fantastic round. Of course, some local Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club jumpers still in the competition. And we're jumping, Joey. We got a jumper on the hill, our 4 jumper.
Donovan Tully, busiest man of the weekend right here. 10 years old. Donovan Tully right there.
So we're ready for round 4.
40 meters for Donovan on that last one. 40 meters from the 4 jumper. Makes sense, doesn't it? Sliding out on the bar. First competitor in the round of 9. Isaac Larson.
The pride of Negaunee, Michigan. I wonder if the ski jumpers eat pasties up there like the alpine racers do.
That's Isaac in flight right there. That wind is playing tricks. That is for sure.
He's going sideways. A nice jump, Isaac. Way to get that landing gear down and land it cleanly. That's the first order of business. And you hope it's going to be a long jump, but it's been a great day for the Ishpeming Ski Club jumper.
Good 16, 65.5 meters. 65.5.
65.5 meters for Isaac. Could see by his reaction, he was looking to squeeze out a few more meters. Sometimes Mother Nature.
All right, now our youngest jumper left. Let's make some noise. He's all up on the bar.
Here he is.
Come on, the louder you get, the farther he flies.
Winner, Sports Club athlete, Nico Baldry. Oh.
That was solid. That was solid, but Nico knew it had to be big. But it's hard to tell. Again, Joey, these conditions are changing.
Absolutely.
It might not feel like the same flight, but the wind's changed. It might be enough. We don't know.
Bib number 20, 64.5 meters.
64.5 meters for Nico. 64.5. Hey folks, ski jumping is a sport you can usually tell rather immediately how the jumper feels about that last jump.
Yeah, Nico wasn't thrilled, but he's got a lot more of these in the bank at only 12 years old. What an incredible show he's put on today here on the 4th of July.
Next up, sliding out on the bar, Dylan Amy, Team AK, bib number 27, 68 meters on his last jump. This is the round of 9.
All of Anchorage, Alaska is watching. Here as Dylan takes flight.
Right there towards that K point. And again, another jumper who wanted more.
That's been a common reaction. And it could be a pattern. It could be that the pressure's getting to these guys.
Just maybe their legs might be getting a little tired.
They could be getting a little tired as well. Absolutely. You know, one of the other factors today is the Nordic combiners. They had a 3-kilometer roller ski race this morning to work those legs, and then they come back out and jump multiple rounds. They're used to jumping 2 rounds for a competition. Today, 5 rounds for the big money.
That was 66 meters for Dylan Amy. 66 meters.
Longest jump so far, but shorter than they've been. That might be a pattern. Root Repke looking to change that pattern. Root's gotten longer every jump so far from Park City.
68.5 on the last one, and he'll be toying with that same distance right there. Super close.
He gets the style points from us announcers, but we don't count for anything in that realm. It's only the distance that's going to speak to moving Root to the next round.
Distance is king.
29, 65.5.
And we're seeing a common theme here, 65.5 meters. 65.5 meters for Root Repke. Next up, longest jump of the last round at 71 meters, bib number 32, Jumpin, Josie Johnson. Park City Ski and Snowboard.
71 meters might seem like a huge jump for Josie. You might be thinking, wow, is that distance creating pressure for her? Josie has gone really big before. Huge jump in Lillehammer. She is an experienced ski jumper, specializes in ski jumping.
We're just going to turn the music up. And
Josie's got the fresher legs today.
Gunner's going up to get him. He's up. But he's trapped in between that sidewalk and the rail.
And it looks like we've got our own Gunnar Gilbertson doing some herding up there on the in-run. This is a wild animal kingdom here at Howelsen Hill.
We might have a varmint up there, perhaps a whistle pig or a vole or a mole or something. Want to clear that animal off the in-run.
Our marmots are huge ski jumping fans.
And you can see the hawk up there catching the bird's eye view, if you will.
Absolutely. I wish we could mount a camera on top of that hawk. That'd be pretty cool.
You can mount a camera on anything, John. Come on.
Just about, we try.
Say hello to all of our viewers out there live streaming. all across the world enjoying the 18th annual Jumpin' and Jammin' ski jumping extravaganza. Hey folks, we've been told we're going to do one more sprinkler run in between the round of 9 and the round of 4. However, all of the food trucks and the vendors, they're going to stay open afterwards. We're going to turn up the music. Once we conclude and present the award to the winner, we're going to hang out here, crank some tunes, provide you some food and beverages, so stick around.
All right, we got the green light up there, Joey. That should be Josie Johnson on the in-run track.
71 meters on her last jump. That's Jumpin'.
Come on, Joey! Yeah.
She wants the money, John.
The good news, Joey, she is our last female competitor into this round of 9, so she's already got $500 in the bag, and she's looking to add to that.
Number 32, 73.5 meters, 73.
We thought 71 meters was a good jump. How about
good?
How about
good?
Right.
Yeah.
How about 73.5 meters?
Yeah, Josie!
That ties with Ella Wilson for the longest jump of the afternoon so far. Touch or no touch. Skylar Amy, Team AK, Junior National Team, Nordic Combined Athlete, bib number 34. He's in flight! That's good looking. Looks like the wind has calmed down a little bit for the end of this round right here, John.
It's changing. It's unpredictable. But Skylar, he's a veteran. He's been here before. He's had to deal with different changing conditions. But it's even harder in this format where the only thing that counts is distance.
34,
65.5 meters for Skylar. 65.5. It's getting a little tight at the top here. 3 competitors left. Jason Colby, Arthur Colby
on the in-run. Jason Colby from Steamboat Springs. Let's make some noise for Jason.
Fly!
That was a good-looking jump. He showed you all the thumbs up. The job was to get into the top 4 for Jason.
70.5 on the last one.
That was a good jump right there. I'm feeling good about this one, Joey.
Arthur Tyrone and Nicholas Malasinski, the last 2 jumpers.
What gate did Josie go from again?
By the way, this is the last of our 700 popsicles.
71.
We're gonna run out.
71 meters for Jason Colby. Sure enough, that should be good.
Officially gets him into the next round unofficially.
I've just heard another official mark. I was told we will have given out at the end of all this 700 icy pops, John. 700.
All right, here comes Arthur Tyrone. I hope Arthur Tyrone, you saved one for him.
Here's the student! Oh, 69.5 on the last one.
Little shake of the head. We've had a couple jumpers. Josie and Jason really sending it. The rest of the group's kind of been all together. Not quite getting the same distance. It's going to make it really interesting.
66.5 meters for the student. Arthur Tyrone, last jumper, round of 9. USA National Team member, Nordic Combined Athlete, Steamboat Springs, Colorado, Nicholas Malasinski!
All right, it's time to shine, Nicholas. Let's put one down. Come on, let's cheer him on!
Way down the hill again. I don't know that anybody is jumping a better tactical competition than Nicholas Malasinski.
I think he's done it. I haven't heard the distance, but I think he's done enough to get in the last round and then really put on a show. Only 4 will be able to compete in that final round. The distance for Nicholas,
69 meters for Nicholas.
And that unofficially will do it by my official, unofficial calculations down here.
And I'm sitting right next to you officially. Unofficially, I agree that it looks like right now,
officially, unofficially,
it would be Josie, Jason, Nicholas.
And then it gets interesting.
Then it does get interesting.
The hairdo just might, but let's wait until it's official.
Uh-huh.
So we've got 4 jumpers left, final round, ladies and gentlemen. That's the round end of our second to last round.
6.5 and above.
And the official, unofficial, the hairdo does get in. It's going to be Arthur Tyrone.
66.5 and above. That's Arthur Tyrone, Nicholas Malasinski, Jason Colby, and Josie Johnson.
Our final 4 get up to the top jumpers. Want to get this done before Mother Nature does her thing and puts on her show.
Hey, let's take the opportunity to congratulate all 40 competitors coming out here today, giving it their all. Everybody gunning for the money, and now we're down to the final 4. Let's hope Mother Nature lets us get these last 4 jumpers through.
So again, a great opportunity. Grab some food if you haven't had lunch yet. It's time to go hit Jamaican Joe's, the Spud Hut, and Mountain Berry Bowl. Super refreshing treat for today. We've got some drinks as well over at the Winter Sports Club tent. We'd like to thank Yampa Valley Bank, genuine hometown banking, for supporting this 4th of July ski jumping extravaganza. We call it Jumpin' and Jammin'. We've got 4 jumpers left to go in this 4th of July competition, celebrating America's birthday in a way that only Steamboat Springs can.
247 years old, this United States of America. What an incredible weekend. And we say weekend, I understand it's a Tuesday. What a great place to be. Where else would you rather be than right here, right now? Thank you, Marv Levy.
So it is the last chance. If you haven't been up to watch this final round, again, you cannot bring any alcohol past those banners, but if you'd like to go up and watch from the side of the hill these last 4 competitors, take a video, take a picture, post it on Facebook, tag the Winter Sports Club, show people what you were doing on the 4th of July watching ski jumping here in Steamboat Springs, Colorado.
700 icy pops. 700. Thanks again to everyone who donated $2,500 to the cash prize. All money above and beyond ends up going to this very program, to this very club.
And thank you to those athletes for going out and carrying the boot and carrying the bags.
All the U12 athletes, yeah, we have the U12 girls and the U12 boys putting their best foot forward.
Take the music up for some dancing. I'll try to find us a little better song.
Hey, stay tuned, folks. It's the Final 4, 18th annual 4th of July Jumpin' and Jammin' Ski Jumpin' Extravaganza. Yampa Valley Bank, genuine hometown banking. So are you in college now or anything? Oh, all right. And then what?
Maybe come back.
Nice.
You do in town.
I do a lot. Visual. and my shows and yeah. I was in property 22 years.
Whoa. For what?
Well, that's too. Main dish and Chili Charlie's. So.
My mom had here, and my dad used to. I don't think my mom.
Hi, Amy.
That's a wild business to run.
Oh yeah, it was fun, but I was way younger.
Yeah.
What would you? Sure.
Thank you. Where'd you find it?
Usually. Hang on a sec. largest prize purse for
Thank
this
you.
in our history.
Thank
we are
you.
so thankful. Your generosity is also helping to support the Steamboat Springs Winter Sports
Thank
Club
you.
programs. We went over our $2,500 goal, so thank you so
Thank you.
very much. And these 4 athletes that are still left in the competition, Joey, they are going to make it very worthwhile. This is
can't wait.
anybody's competition.
I cannot wait, and you are exactly right. Anybody's competition. Looks like Mother Nature might be cooperating a little bit. Let's look up there at those flags. Looks like the wind is blowing down the hill a little bit, not as much across. However, when you look at the American flag up there, sure does look like we still have a crosswind. Obviously, safety first.
Go ahead.
As we saw in that last round, John, jumpers that were jumping down that hill got pushed a little sideways, knocked down.
Are we ready? I can shut off the water whenever.
So let's talk about our final 4 jumpers, Joey. Our first one that will be performing in front of this crowd, Josie Johnson, USA National Ski Jumping Team out of Park City.
Absolutely. Jumpin' Josie Johnson recently just turned 16 years old, named to the national team when she was 15 years old, John.
She's having an incredible day here right now. When I woke up this morning, I was looking at this list of competitors. I was pulling for her to be in this top 4. I'm super impressed with her jumping today.
Absolutely.
Our next jumper will be Jason Colby. He's a local kid, Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club competitor, 17 years old.
Training in Lake Placid a little bit this summer. Came home to train here with his local coaching staff, compete in this prestigious event. Pound for pound, one of the best jumpers on the circuit. In a lot of his competitions, John, he's moving down bars on purpose because he tends to out-jump the hill.
My guess is he's not doing that on this jump. He's probably going big for the crowd, and we're going to want to make some noise for him.
Let's do that.
Third out of the gate will be Arthur Tyrone.
The student, we call him, the youngest competitor left, 15 years old, last year, dedicating himself solely to this sport and development, just recently named to the junior national team for ski jumping in spite of being a Nordic combined athlete.
That's really cool, and as soon as I saw his hair at the start of this weekend, I'm like, Arthur, I want to see you in the Final 4, and look at what he did.
The red, white, and blue.
Really impressive.
Here he is. And really, no surprise with any of these 4 jumpers. Obviously, another 3 or 4 could have been here. This is the 4 we're talking about, and at the top of the mountain right now, they're all gunning for Nicholas Malasinski, competing this year on the World Cup circuit as a member of the USA national team. He is a Nordic combined athlete.
We got a jumper coming at us. Is this 4 jumper? No, this is the real deal.
Whoa!
That's
a way to get started!
These guys, we got to pay more attention, Joey. But I tell you what, Josie, what an incredible day. That was a huge jump yet again.
73.5 on the last one. Waiting for Brooks Graham up there. Give it to us, Brooksy.
72 meters.
Wow, John. What a way to get started. Can that be beat? 72 meters.
Nice job, Josie. The bar's been set, and on that bar up there, Jason Colby. Right now, crowd, we've got 3 jumpers left. As soon as they push off that bar, I want to hear you in full throat. Let's make some noise for these competitors. Here we go, Jason Colby!
Jason Colby!
Yeah! Joey, he did not hold back on that jump. Without a doubt, that was massive. What a jump with the pressure on Jason Colby.
72 meters is the jump to beat. Brooks Graham, ladies and gentlemen.
We are waiting on the numbers for Jason. We got to make sure we get it right.
Lot of talking over there.
They might not have had a scoring judge down that far.
36, 73 meters, 73.0.
Jason Colby, 73 meters.
All right, he's the bus driver taking the field to school right now. As Jason Colby is Arthur Tyrone.
Here he is, youngest competitor left. We call him the student. Nobody studies the sport like Arthur does.
Red, white, and blue dew underneath that lid on Arthur Tyrone as he gets ready for what might be the biggest jump of his life.
73.
Let's make some noise, Steamboat!
Here he is, Arthur Tyrone! Really trying to stretch it out.
That was a really nice jump. Arthur Tyrone just squeaking into that final round, and that was a worthy effort, Joey.
Might just be short of the mark. We're waiting on the tabulations.
67.5.
We wait for the numbers.
67.5 meters for Arthur Tyrone. Last but not least, your Steamboat Springs product, U.S. national team member, approaching this as tactically as anybody has.
There's the green line. Let's make some noise on that.
Going for it. Further than 73.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's what's called laying it on the line for the crowd. Let's Malasinski.
He would have had it. 74 meters had he stayed up. 74 meters.
Hey, the jump that we just witnessed, while long enough, unfortunately though, 74 meters.
Yeah, I think you touched on that one.
Joey, I think maybe just barely he might have touched.
Sure?
They're still talking about it.
They think he might have just touched.
They think he might have touched on
the
that
bottom
one.
part before that white line down there at the bottom. Just
that's
maybe,
really
just
too
maybe.
bad.
Not quite
Thank you, everybody.
Not quite what happened. That means, Joey, our 2023 4th of July Jumpin' and Jammin' champion from the Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club, Jason Colby!
Congratulations, Jason! You're taking home the money, honey! And Josie Johnson, for the longest distance and the female competitor, takes home $500.
To go with the other $500 for finishing second overall.
Oh, yeah!
What a day for the Park City ski jumper. Third place will go to Arthur Tyrone with the 4th of July due. Awesome jumping, and Nicholas Malasinski will literally slide into that 4th place position.
Congratulations. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. We appreciate you being here for the 18th annual Jumpin' and Jammin' Elimination Jump Ski Jumping Extravaganza. Stick around. We're going to turn up the music. The food vendors are going to stick around as well. Please make sure we support them. Stay tuned. We'll be giving out the awards here shortly. Thank you so much, volunteers, coaching staff, Winter Sports Club, of course, the Yampa Valley Bank, Genuine Hometown Banking, Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club, K-Senk and Terry, the whole gang, coaching staff. Thanks so much, John Knowlton. My name's Joey. Thanks a lot, everybody.
We'll be kicking off with the awards here in about 10 minutes. Thank you all for coming. What a great crowd here on this 4th of July. Enjoy your Independence Day, America. Go check out the Alpine Slide if you want to have some fun. If you're looking for a thrill, the thrill that these jumpers had, sending it down the hill, how about that 74-meter jump from Nicholas Malasinski? The closest thing you're going to get today is by flying down that Alpine Slide track, and it's only 100 yards from here that you can hop on the lift and go try that Alpine Slide. Again, we'll have the awards going in about 10 minutes. Thank you so much, everybody. The Yampa Valley Bank 4th of July Jumpin' and Jammin' competition hosted by the Steamboat Springs Winter Sports Club.
Standing on the hill in the mountain of dreams, telling myself it's not as hard
Nice job, John.